Let's talk a little transfer portal. We're headed into another busy weekend of visits, which means there's going to be some commitments. And there's already been some big ones. We saw Williams Nwaneri commit to Nebraska. Quarterback Connor Wegman, he's off to Houston. Quarterback Thomas Castellanos has already committed to FSU. And there's certainly going to be more. And in this video, I'm going to go over some of the new expert predictions from our guys, Steve Wiltfong, Pete Nakos. There's a lot of action going on, so let's get into it. But first, guys, do me a favor, smash that subscribe button. If it gets recruited, we cover it here at the On3 Recruits channel, so jump on board and hit subscribe. All right, the first big prediction I want to talk about comes from Kentucky wide receiver Berrien Brown, Pete Nakos, Steve Wiltfong, Shea Dixon. They're all dropping picks for Berrien Brown, one of the most electric wide receivers in the portal, to end up at LSU. He was on campus this week for a visit. Go check out the Bengal Tiger. Shea Dixon has already written about it. And at this point, there's no other visits set up. Now, could that change? Of course it could, because we're heading into the weekend. The portal's still open for 2 more weeks. So right now, though, things are looking really good for the top wide receiver in the portal to end up at LSU. Let's stay with another top wide receiver. This one, Texas Tech wide receiver Micah Hudson. Remember him? Just last year, he was the number 12 ranked overall player in the 2024 cycle, 5'11", 195 pounds, signed with Texas Tech coming out of high school. But now that he's in the portal, the Aggies are trending. He took a visit to College Station on Tuesday. Remember, Hudson appeared in 8 games as a true freshman, hauling in only 8 catches for 123 yards. Aggies are expecting big things from Hudson if they can land him. Now, keep an eye on that right now. No other visits appear to be scheduled, but, Micah Hudson, it's always quiet on his end. All right, let's move to DB. UF DB, Jakeem Jackson. Remember him? Top 50 recruit in the 2023 cycle. He was On3's number 3 ranked corner in the class, signed with the Florida Gators, had a great relationship with Corey Raymond, who is now at LSU. He was at UF when he recruited him. Jakeem Jackson from Kissimmee, Florida, took a visit to LSU this week. No other visits set up at the moment. I feel good about this one. Jakeem Jackson going to reunite with Corey Raymond on the Bayou. So check that one out this weekend, see if he pops. Let's move to the offensive side of the ball. Another wide receiver, Mississippi State wide receiver Kevin Coleman. He's had quite the journey. He signed with Jackson State, then he was on to Louisville. This past season, it was at Mississippi State. He was really good this season. I don't know why I watched so much Mississippi State, but Kevin Coleman was active. He caught 74 passes for 932 yards, 6 touchdowns. He also made an impact as a punt returner, 16 returns for 153 yards. Just an electric player. His the way he's trending, right? Like if you saw him at Jackson State, if you saw him at Louisville, he's gotten better every season. So I think, right now, the guys are predicting him to Missouri. I almost forgot to tell you where he's trending to. It's Mizzou. That would be a huge pickup for the Tigers. So we'll see what happens here. Kevin Coleman, though, trending to Missouri. All right, let's hit on a couple quarterbacks, huh? Why not? Maryland quarterback Billy Edwards, Steve and Pete Nakos put in a pick for Michigan. So in addition to Underwood, who's going to be on campus, they're going to have Davis Warren, Alex Orji, Jaden Davis, and Chase Herbstreit all on the roster in 2025, assuming there's not some guys jumping in the portal. That could happen. So let's get back to Edwards. He's 6'3", 222 pounds. He originally signed with Wake Forest. He's been at Maryland, though, for the last 3 seasons. And he had a solid 2024 year. Started 11 games, completed 65% of his passes, almost 3,000 yards, 15 touchdowns to 9 picks. So a really productive quarterback, might come in and make an impact. So we'll see what happens. But right now, Edwards is trending to Michigan. Another quarterback on the move to the Big Ten, potentially San Diego State quarterback Danny O'Neal. He could be headed to Wisconsin. That's where the guys are predicting him to land right now. Remember, he signed with the Colorado Buffs in 2024, left after his freshman year to go to San Diego State University. Now he's in the portal, trending to Wisconsin. All right, so we know there's going to be more commitments to come this week. We'll be back on Sunday to recap it all. We got the inside scoop, but hey, already some big names off the board. We said Nwaneri, Wegman, Castellano. So you guys let me know, who do you think could be next?